The Battle of Iwo Jima was one of the fiercest and most symbolic clashes of World War II. Fought between the United States and Imperial Japan from February 19 to March 26, 1945, this brutal campaign saw U.S. Marines storm a heavily fortified volcanic island, facing relentless resistance from entrenched Japanese defenders. The battle not only marked a critical moment in the Pacific War, but also gave rise to one of the most iconic images in American military history, the raising of the U.S. flag atop Mount Suribachi. Strategic importance. Iwo Jima, a small island roughly 750 miles from the Japanese mainland, held significant strategic value. It served as an early warning base for Japanese radar systems and as a defensive barrier protecting Japan from American bombers. For the U.S., capturing Iwo Jima meant securing a base for fighter escorts and emergency landings for damaged B-29 Superfortress bombers flying missions over Japan. Japanese defenses. Under the command of General Tadamaki Kuribayashi, the Japanese forces, numbering around 21,000, prepared an extensive underground network of tunnels, bunkers, and hidden artillery. They abandoned traditional beach defenses and instead focused on turning the entire island into a death trap, aiming to inflict the highest possible casualties on the invading American forces. The invasion. On February 19, 1945, the first wave of U.S. Marines landed on Iwo Jima's black volcanic beaches, expecting limited resistance after days of aerial and naval bombardment. But the real battle began as soon as they moved inland. Japanese defenders unleashed a devastating counterattack from their hidden positions, and the Marines found themselves in a nightmarish terrain of ash, rock, and relentless enemy fire. Fighting was intense and unrelenting, often hand-to-hand. Progress was measured in yards, with Marines battling through fortified cave systems and hillside bunkers. The island's unique geography and Japanese tenacity made each step forward a costly endeavor. Raising the flag on Mount Suribachi. On February 23, 5 days after the initial landing, U.S. Marines reached the summit of Mount Suribachi, the island's highest point. There, they raised the American flag, a moment captured by photographer Joe Rosenthal in a powerful image that would become a lasting symbol of American determination and sacrifice. Though widely celebrated, the flag raising did not mark the end of the battle, which continued for another month of bloody combat. Casualties and outcome. The cost of capturing Iwo Jima was immense. U.S. casualties, over 26,000 including nearly 7,000 killed. Japanese defenders, nearly all 21,000 were killed or committed suicide, only a few hundred surrendered. Despite the high human toll, the capture of Iwo Jima was strategically valuable. It provided a critical emergency landing site that ultimately saved thousands of American airmen and played a role in the eventual push toward the Japanese mainland. Legacy. The Battle of Iwo Jima stands as a testament to the courage, endurance, and sacrifice of the men who fought there. The iconic flag raising on Mount Suribachi became a symbol not only of victory but of the cost of war. Today, the battle remains a defining chapter in Marine Corps history and World War II as a whole. The fight for Iwo Jima was more than a military operation. It was a brutal struggle for survival and dominance in the Pacific, fought with unmatched ferocity on both sides. It showed the world the extremes of modern warfare and the human spirit's resilience amid unimaginable hardship.